All right, it's the morning of May the 16th. I'll be traveling down tomorrow for the new trial of Pastor Kent Hovind, where that Jezebel, wicked, evil judge, Margaret Casey Rodgers, will begin jury selection probably Monday. But before I leave my fast internet, I wanted to record something with Wickedpedia. You guys may see this right here. This user JZG blocked Lone Star 1776, which is me, with an expiry time of indefinite. They claim that I was abusing multiple accounts. That absolutely is not true. I did not abuse multiple accounts, so that's just a made-up false charge to block me with an expiry time of indefinite. You guys see that? So I wanted to record something. Somebody told me that all the previous edits are kept in Wikipedia, and it looks like a Mr. Langford added a section to Judge Margaret Casey Rodgers' Wikipedia, and then a Mr. Biological Me came back and undid the revision. And I thought that was completely inappropriate. I see that they've tagged Mr. Langford's entry as BLP or vandalism, right? They're claiming that he did something inappropriate. Let's see what he did. Okay, he wrote this paragraph here. In 2008, Judge Rodgers' professional conduct and objectivity was called into question during a case involving our restructuring charges against Pastor Kent Hovind and his tax-deductible ministry on January 19, 2007. She commented that Kent Hovind's actions were worse than that of a rapist, according to several filed affidavits. And then he makes a footnote 1, and he includes the affidavits right here. However, the court transcripts do not include the statement. In a separate case over which she presided in January 28, 2009, two Santa Rosa County school employees were convicted of exposing others to prayer at a private functions and events they had arranged. At an online rating site owned by North Law Publishing Incorporated in New York, contributors from the general public have rated her performance at 2.8 out of 10, current as of May the 15th, 2015. So all of that's true. There's nothing inappropriate about what was stated here. Everything that was said. They even referenced the affidavits, which this is an example. Teresa Snyder. She wrote, at sentencing of Kent Hovind, I heard Judge Margaret Casey Rodgers state that what Kent Hovind had done was as bad or worse than a rapist. And now I have found out that that is not even in the transcripts. It makes me wonder what else was removed from this very controversial case transcript. John Gusty said during the final sentencing, Judge Rodgers made the statement about and to Dr. Hovind, and I quote, "You are worse than a rapist," unquote. Kent Andrew Hovind said, I also remember her saying that the crimes you are convicted are worse than that of a rapist. This is Katie Rudolph, who was raped. She comments that the words coming out of her mouth were as bone-chilling to me as that unfamiliar touch the night my world was turned upside down. Okay, and then you also have the new entry, where basically they couldn't allow anything negative to be said about Judge Margaret Casey Rodgers. So Wickedpedia has removed all of those comments, even though all of those comments are absolutely true. So the truth is not important to Wickedpedia. And yet, let me see, you guys see this? I can't move the page, but, oh, I can too, look at that. So this is Kent Hovind's entry, and they refuse to edit Kent Hovind's page. You see that? They still got his mugshot up, and we've tried to ask him to rewrite this page, make edits. You know, when Wesley Snipes gets convicted of tax charges, they got a picture of him smiling and things like that. But Kent Hovind, on the other hand, they got to put up his mugshot. You see what I mean? Let's go to Wesley Snipes. Yeah, he's got a picture of Wesley Snipes smiling. But they won't allow any changes to be made on Kent Hovind's page. It's a very biased, Wickedpedia is what it is. So I just wanted you guys to see this, and I wanted it documented. So we'll get this recorded and uploaded. But Wickedpedia is Wickedpedia. It's run by a bunch of atheists. They're very biased, and they blocked my account. You see that? They blocked my account with an expiry time of indefinite. And they claim that I was using multiple accounts, which is absolutely not true. These guys are liars. They're run by a bunch of atheists, and they can't stand the truth. And I pray they get exposed and that justice come to their wicked selves.